Earl Ramsey, Coach Earl, Team GAGE. I think we came in 2018. Been here ever since. Trying to wreck shop.
Welcome, man.
Yes, sir, man. What's going on? How you doing?
Appreciate you stopping through, man.
Sir, my pleasure.
So, favorite Drew League moments overall?
Overall, it's too many. Um, I was second row when Brian walked in there.
First time or second time?
The time he played, the last time he just played.
Yeah, okay.
Um, I think my favorite Drew League moment, I didn't even get in this game. When Kobe pulled up to Washington Park. That Washington Park? Or
Yep,
Green Bay?
yeah. That was Washington Park.
I pulled up and the all of Los Angeles was outside. It's a big ass line, all these kids. I was part of one of the kids that was there trying to get in. And we just got a glimpse of him when he left.
Yeah.
Being chaperoned by look like cops.
Yeah.
Just knowing that he was in there playing ball. And then you hearing people, oh, Kobe hit a game winner.
Yo, yes, man.
That. And then we caught the dash and went back home. We was in an area we wasn't supposed to be in. So we caught the dash, went back home, man, and then found out what went down in there, and then all of the stuff that happened after that, all the video, all the proof stuff that we seen, that continues to get brought up. One of the best moments, and then seeing some of my people that I train, like Garrett Nevels and Corey Alvin and all those guys are my age, but they trusted me to train them one of these summers, a few summers, but one of the summers in particular where they won the championship with Problem.
Okay, yeah.
And it was dope because they were playing against these NBA guys and whatnot, and they were just, college dudes at the time. You know what I mean? So many moments though, man. I was there. Those years where Game used to pull up and he bring everybody and Frank Eddie and all them guys on his team.
Game used to have it cracking, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was there when Frank got off in Denzel Valentine. I've seen some stuff. Seen some stuff all the way into the last moment. I mean, the last game where DeMar come back from 20-something in the fourth.
Legendary.
I was after we won the championship.
Yep.
So I was able to just sit in the crowd with my trophy.
Yep.
And just look at it like, damn, like the Drew back, like it never fails to have a moment like this every year. So
for sure.
Too many to name one favorite, but Kobe, Bron, some of our legends, the Drew League legends showing out.
Yeah.
That's probably up there.
For sure. And then I know you've been coaching in the league for a while.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Drew League moment that you were participating in?
That I was in?
Yeah.
I would say winning the championship, that was a big one. I mean, every year we've been in the Drew League, we've been in the championship game. And we lost like 5 straight. But one that we played in 2023, I believe, I had my girl Crystal Bradford come through. It's my sister, man. She just got a contract with the Aces.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheat code.
Cold. But I had her come play last 3 games of the season plus the playoff.
Okay.
We were shorthanded this year. This year we didn't really have our horses, but we ended up getting to the championship game. And in the championship game, we playing against Redemption. And Redemption got Eric.
Yep. They got a mob over there.
They nice. Essence Carson. So they up 20 on us. And fourth quarter coming, I look at my team like, yo, if y'all think we gonna lose, don't come out here and play. Like, I just want all winners. I don't care what the scores say, whatever the case.
Yep.
And in the fourth, my point guard T. Laudermill and Crystal Bradford go crazy. And we come back, we storm back, we go up 1, we go up 3, they tie it, they come back down. And it's just
battling.
It's this battle. It's this battle. And we tie it, and they came back down, and Essence Carson kind of held the ball at the top of the key, waited till the time ran down, hit a 3 to win the championship. And everybody rushed the court.
That's cool.
Everybody, and it hurt, but that's my favorite moment.
Yeah, that's a good game though.
I had an older lady. This lady was 70, 80 years old. She walked up to me and said, "That's the best game I ever seen." Old grandma, somebody's grandmother. and, you know, people that were in the stands that just seen women's basketball for the first time.
Mhm.
We put on for them, and they running, like, the video of that day, you look in the crowd, I get chills watching it because it's people running in the stand, like, they going crazy because
Yeah.
we making this comeback, and then Essence hits this 3, and they go crazy, so that's my favorite moment for sure.
That's dope,
You know
man.
what I mean? Another
Yeah.
favorite from last season, one of my players, Amanda Dickerson, Amanda Frost, uh, we was in a tight battle with somebody, ended up going to overtime. She helped us win that game,
Mhm.
and then afterwards, she announced she was pregnant.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Fire.
I just say, I'm like, "Whoa!" Like, this wave of emotion, so that was dope as weird. That was
Yeah,
my
that's
my
fire.
dope moments, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, so I gotta ask, what was the thing that got you to come down to the Drew? Like initially, how did you hear about it, and what
Yeah.
made you say, you know what, I need to be a part of that?
I've been a fan of the Drew League since I was a kid. I mean, I'm from the inner city. I grew up on Gage and Hoover.
Oh, okay.
So a bunch of my people who can play have played in the Drew League.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've only had one opportunity to lace them up and didn't even get off the bench for a little bit. It was just hey, yo, we need one. And it was that type of situation.
Sure.
And then their players ended up coming, so I didn't even lace them up. Like I didn't even, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've been going to the Drew League every summer. It's like a ritual. It's like that's what
Absolutely.
you're supposed to do.
Yep.
You know, Granny lived in the Imperial Courts across the street.
Right, that's right there.
Yeah, across the street from it. So it's something you're supposed to do when you're from LA and you're in the basketball culture. Everybody's down there.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the best basketball you're gonna see. So it's a no-brainer. But what made us come is I was watching the women's Drew game at the middle school over there on the east side. I forgot I think Drew Middle School.
Drew Middle School. Yep.
Um, and one of my homegirls, their coach couldn't make it to the game. And she like, yo, we need a coach or we gonna forfeit. Can you coach? And I'm like, for sure. I coached in all these other leagues before. I've coached women's middle school, women's high school. I was an assistant at Downtown Magnets and some more stuff. So I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm a trainer. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And we end up winning that game. And after that, I was just like, I need a team next year. And all of the girls that I trained, all of the girls that I was coming to watch, they like, we playing with you. We tired of these coaches that don't know how to coach.
Yep.
We doing this, we doing that. So our first year, we go to the championship. The first game we play against Redemption.
Mm.
We take them when Sam was still playing. We take them to overtime. They end up winning. And then the rest of that year, we don't lose a game until we get to the championship game. And it's been up since then.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold, man. So I mentioned, you just mentioned a little bit of your coaching resume. What's the highest level that you coached at?
High school, but I'm a trainer. I'm not
Training. Yeah. Okay.
coaching. I coach. I get on that sideline, no problem. But I'm a trainer. So
Okay.
I've had NBA, WNBA, overseas pro. My brother's overseas pro.
Gotcha.
Played in the G League. Plays overseas right now. Um, that's my
That's your bread and butter, right?
that's my bread and butter.
For sure.
Training, teaching
sure.
skill development,
Gotcha.
consulting, that type of stuff. But as far as being on the sideline, high school, a little bit of high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that experience, and training in different areas and different levels of talent, with the Drew League, how does that brand of basketball, differ from other places that you coach that have just been in the environment of?
Yeah. The Drew League is the most pro-ready league that you gonna play, men or women.
Yeah.
Like, I've had to check a couple of players in the past on not taking it serious.
Mm.
People will come in and think it's one of these other programs that just kind of let their players go out there and do whatever. And I'm like, you'll get your ass bust, just to be real.
A fact.
And
Fact.
there's people who they don't get paid in the Drew League, but they get paid from the Drew League. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
no,
there's people
that's a good point.
that same day where Christian Radford was killing, we had an agent come tap her on the shoulder because she didn't know who she was. She was already a WNBA vet. She just was out of the W for a couple years,
Yep.
dealing with an injury and didn't get a contract after. But she didn't recognize who she was, didn't know who she was, and she tapping her like, yo, I'm an agent. Here's my card, or you represent it.
Yeah.
Like it happens that fast for you.
Absolutely.
Um, And you'll see people get in shape for the Drew League.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't have that about you and you don't know that about you, you think it's just a regular pro-am and we just coming to go hoop.
People come without taking it serious.
On Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday we gonna come play. All right,
Do that.
do that. Do that. You know, you're gonna get embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's NBA guys have to find out the hard way. I
For
promise
sure.
you, the
For
NBA guys
sure.
have to find out the hard way. Is one of the reasons why you don't see them come fucking around no more. Like
Yeah.
when they come, they gotta come
Hey,
correct.
they gotta come play. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say which player it was, but it always sticks in my head. They were doing the junior Drew up on the roof with the outdoor courts. And you know, one of the players, NBA player, he was talking to Dino. He was like, "Man, this is nice up here." And Dino was like, "Yeah, it's like heaven, ain't it?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, it's nice." And he was like, "Yeah, you go downstairs, it's hell."
It's like Spire.
I don't know if you want to lace him up for that. And I was like, "Yo,
You think it's sweet?
that's real though."
But I mean, and it goes to show where basketball is as a whole, man. Like, you know, we got women and men players that really do it.
Yeah,
Also, and opportunity is the only thing keep them from that highest level. Like, as we all know, like, you got to be a little off to not recognize the NBA is a business, man. It's not just
it's
basketball.
relationships. Yep.
If it was just basketball, they would expand it. It'd be a team in every sub city because there's so many good basketball players
That's
in
a
the
good
United
point.
States and overseas. But that's not the case. Like,
Yeah.
that's not the case. Like, are you doing what we need you to do for the brand? And then the pieces that can, like the role players, so to say, do y'all help the star? How do y'all feed off of the star? I've seen guys lose their contract because they don't do well with the star.
Mm.
They're 20 a game when you really need to be 11 a game because you're not making the star look
I
great.
read what you're saying.
I've seen that happen.
Yep.
And I've seen my people like, nah, I'm going overseas where it's just hoop. And I get to go just play.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get that same 1.3, 1.4 or whatever million bucks. I'm gonna get that same over there, but they're gonna praise me for doing what I do.
That's real. That's
Seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely a business.
It's a business.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know what? From your perspective, where would you say that business now starts at? Do you think it starts at like the college level and they peeping you there? Or you think it's getting younger now?
No, that's getting way younger.
Yeah.
I know I don't know if it's true or not, but I just my godson is now the number 4 ranked 10-year-old as a football player.
Wow.
Didn't know this was a thing.
Right.
Didn't
Who ranking the kids?
We were because he was at 7-on-7, and then when it came out, we like, what? He what?
Yeah.
So the number 1 guy on that same list has an NIL deal. He's 10. That's an NIL deal. No bullshit. Like $50,000 is in those.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So they started way earlier, and I don't know the ramifications of that. But
Right.
giving people cash that early
Exactly.
because it used to keep people hungry when they didn't have nothing or just enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember guys would leave their programs to go play for a Nike program because of the shoes.
Yeah,
Now it's a bag.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Or now it's like a duffel bag full of money or some shit. So
It's really like the movie Blue Chips now.
it is.
You know,
It is.
They ain't even got to hide it no more.
It is. It is. You know, you hear the stories of people getting in trouble for giving somebody some shoes. Now you can give them this damn studio. Hey, because the studios ain't in.
That's a fact,
You
man.
know, but yeah, that business stuff start early. I mean, and if you're good enough, you got to keep the main thing the main thing.
Right.
But if you're good enough, you know, you'll get your opportunity to negotiate. I appreciate the parents that don't pimp their kids out. That's like, no, we gonna do it the right way.
Yep.
We'll take what we supposed to. If we're in a messed up situation or whatever, if we know we going to a college or we know we going somewhere and y'all want to speed up this process and help us out while we at home, that's legal now.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
cool. Do what you gotta do. But you're starting to see people take bags and then go take another bag somewhere else. Crazy.
You know, it's getting crazy.
Crazy.
So with you being a high level trainer as well as a coach, how do you advise not only your team but the guys that you train? Just what's your view on the preparation before and after games and training, and then also recovery?
I think that's the most important part.
Mm.
I think the hungry players, they'll overwork, which is you want that trait in a guy, especially I'm a trainer. So for dude, like I'm busy now because it's off season for most guys.
Right.
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever. Hey, yo, Yo, we got the gym. Yo, can you meet me at 6? Yo, this, like, I like that. I like when people are hungry like that because I don't want to be someone who's pushing you to be better.
Gotta chase them.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. However, my advice to them is, hey, your body is all you have. Like, this is what you banking on. Treat it right. Put the right stuff in it. Go to the right people that know what they're doing with your body, not just with anybody, but with your body. You know, learn the things that your body is allergic to. Learn what what weakens your body.
Do a deep dive on yourself.
Learn it.
Yep.
Learn it. Be a student of you.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. Even with parents who want their kids to start at like 6, I don't even take kids like that. I just, do they like basketball yet?
Yeah,
Do they like football?
that's the main thing.
Like,
Yeah.
sign them up at the YMCA. I come from the Crenshaw YMCA. My brother come from Crenshaw YMCA. Like, we didn't play AAU until we was like 15, 14, 15. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't serious till then. That was all the competition you needed.
Yeah, because at that point, I think with the younger kids now, you know, you can let me know what you think about it. I think they're missing just getting their reps up.
Yeah, right.
You got to know where to be on the court, where you're comfortable at, where you know, sometimes I watch these kids, they running down the court and they running in the middle of the court.
Yeah, man.
Calling for the ball so they don't get out wide. So not only so they can see you, but so you make the defense do something. So that's a good point.
It make you, as a coach, it'll make you, that's why I don't coach. I be so stressed out on that sideline.
Yeah.
Just positioning, putting people in their proper positions, and then you can't tell the kid nor their parent anything. Their kid is right. Everybody's kid needs the ball. Everybody's kid needs their shot.
Yep.
Everybody's kid is this or that. Can't dribble the ball, but they need to shoot the ball though. Like, it's that. But you know, it come with it. But I would advise everybody when it comes to just knowing your body, getting your reps in, and playing. Go play the game.
Yes.
Go play. Not trash. You don't want no trash pickups. I'd rather you play one-on-one with somebody kind of on your level or better.
But that's reps though.
Reps.
That's
You know what I'm
reps,
saying?
yeah.
3 dribble.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shot clock. Wing. Post 101.
Move around.
Those type of situations.
That's important.
Get shots up. You got a boy, y'all both chasing this. Y'all both want to play varsity high school basketball. Why you and your boy not getting 500 shots up a day together? This your boy, this your man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Steel sharpens steel.
Don't go take trash reps somewhere. You and your man, y'all go up in that gym and y'all don't need a lot.
No.
Perfect the basics. Give me a pump dribble pull up and rep that out. Then the next day, you reverse pivot off of that. And then the next day, reverse pivot the other way. You know, and it's that simple, but people don't like to make it that simple until you get to the highest level and it becomes that simple.
And then you realize, like, I don't need to go in here and do 1,000 moves.
No.
Just, you know, I heard Kobe say something where, matter of fact, no, it was Paul George talking about him working out with Kobe. He said, you know, we got there at 4, and I'm thinking we about to go through the whole Kobe package.
Right.
We went from the right block and did 1,000 mate turnaround jumper.
Right.
We went to the other side and did the same thing, and then that was it.
I'll put a kid through it. I'll put even the highest level of kids, number 1s, number 2s in the country. I'll put them through a workout. I'll say, yo, do this, boom. They'll do 2 reps of it, and then their variation is coming right after. It's gonna be a side step. It's gonna be a punch. It's gonna be a between the legs escape. And he's like, yo, when you're done with that, you do the reps that I asked you to do. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if we can get through.
For sure. Right.
Let's get through 10 regular bases. Make 10 in a row, then I'll be impressed. And then we can add on to all the counters or whatnot. Because we doing counters without a reason to do counters.
That's a great point. That's where I go back to the reps. You know, a lot of these guys look like they don't know what to do when the cone moves. You know, when the cone moves, then they get crazy.
So step back. Nobody.
That's a good point.
It's you.
That's a real good point.
You know what I mean? But what do I know?
Right. So I heard you say earlier you're LA native. You know, born and raised South Central.
Yeah.
So outside of the Drew, outside of basketball, what's your go-to food spots out here?
Ooh, go-to food spot. Well, first, any taco truck that's in the middle of the hood. I don't trust them when they when they in the outskirts. I don't really rock that much. But in the middle of the hood, Just depend on what hood, because you want to be careful. You want to make sure,
Everything
there's no witnesses out here. But taco trucks,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of that question as if my out of town relative was here. Where would I take him?
I'm your out of town relative.
You see what I'm saying?
I live in Virginia.
So there
You know,
so that's
that's how
I
I'm
was thinking of that question.
Yeah.
It gotta be. I know people like Fixins downtown for some soul food.
Mhm.
I know people like we got some really good fish markets. Another place that I won't take nobody on the outskirts. The fish markets gotta be in the hood. If
Okay.
they not in the hood, they not really that good. Like it's just I don't know why it's like that, but the fish markets in the hood,
'Cause we know what we doing.
you'll get fried oysters, you'll get fried catfish,
Yep.
whatever you want, and it'll be fresh, hot, and it gotta be a hole in the wall. It can't be bigger than this studio right here.
Right.
Gotta be a hole in the wall, and then you're gonna get some good food.
For sure.
Our equivalent of like Waffle House when you get to the South.
There we go.
You don't want
Okay.
Waffle House
Yeah.
from the clean waffle.
Yeah, nah, it gotta be that when they come to the table, they hold and get up.
You
Gotta
see what I'm
feel-
saying?
Gotta be silk.
Smell cigarette on them. They just got all like that's what you want from Waffle House. So it's the same as far as here. And then we got so many variations of food. I mean, so many different cultures are here. It's just wherever you want. Like you want Jamaican, they got a authentic Jamaican.
For sure. Yep.
You know what I mean? But I'm a lean on the street tacos for sure,
Ain't nothing wrong with
and
that.
the fish.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And there,
Yeah.
circling back to the Drew real quick. This is, your time spent in the Drew, the guys that you've trained, the teams that you coached. Has the Drew or what has the Drew done like to elevate you and your brand?
Oh man, it's been a platform for sure.
Mhm.
It's a huge platform. It's something that's been on the backs of our people for 50 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you can't buy that type of platform. Like that's a platform that's blood, sweat, and tears. And the minute that they let you in, you want to represent and you want to be somebody who's notable
Yeah.
and push the brand forward in the best way. Because if you don't, I mean, you do a disservice. Some people come in there and they don't have it all together,
Yeah.
and they get washed away. And it's like you took an opportunity and you didn't capitalize on that opportunity because you didn't take it serious enough. I take it serious. I have a clothing line. I got you know my training.
Mhm.
I'm a coach. Um, and then my teams are filled with people with stories.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like so, our art we push our stories out as we, produce wins, as we
Mhm.
produce fun environments and stuff like that. Like we'll come in there 15, 16 deep, all wearing the same shirt and this person, that person, and that person got a story and they plan for something.
Yeah.
Just last season, we had our player, Leo Gales from USC. She just transferred to Utah, go Aggies. Um, she was shot in Las Vegas 13 times. And was told she wasn't gonna play basketball no more. Was at a party.
Whoa.
Yeah, was at a party. It went left. Somebody stood over her and tried to take her life. And
That's
she
crazy.
came back,
That's
recovered at
crazy.
USC. They did a fantastic job. But her first real action at basketball was with us in the Drew League.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Gales was our MVP in the championship game. She won us the game. She had a dub.
That'd be
Like,
sure, yeah.
like it's stories in that thing.
For sure.
I told you earlier about the story of my player, being
Mhm.
pregnant
Yeah.
at while playing and knowing
Yeah.
she was pregnant and whatnot. Hopefully, she don't mind me saying she lost that baby. That baby, it was a stillbirth.
Mm.
She's coming back to play game one on June 13th, 14th, whenever we play.
Mhm.
That type of stuff
That's
is
how-
like
yeah.
that's bigger than me.
Yeah.
That's bigger than me. So that's what the Jew League gives people the opportunity to do. One of my other players lost their mom, came back, and we were her only family to kind of tell her to get back out there and play. And she cried like a baby when we won that championship
I
and
believe.
told us how much this meant to her.
Yeah.
Right there in the Jew League hallway. Stories,
That's
bro.
crazy, man. Yeah.
Stories. Like it's just so for me to carry the Gage name and
Mhm.
team on the Drew League platform, it mean a lot. I can't wait to get a men's Drew League team.
Oh,
But
it's coming.
it mean a lot.
It's coming, man, for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Nah, that's love, man. So, real quick, predictions for your team this year?
It's championship or bust,
I
man.
know
We
that's
coming
right.
off a
Yeah.
championship. Gonna be a tough season. Last season was tough. Last season, we were, in my opinion, the best team from top to bottom. But that don't guarantee you shit. Like, it's one and done in the playoffs.
You gotta
You
lay
gotta
them
come
up.
up, you gotta show up, you gotta
Yep.
play.
For sure.
But I mean, if it's not championship, we've been in the championship game every single year.
That's dope. That's dope.
But we only got one in the Drew League and then one in T Ware's League.
Yep.
But
Shout out to T Ware League.
shout out to T Ware's League. We've been in it every year.
Every year.
So it's like, nah, we gotta start racking up the wins.
You got to.
Like Redemption,
gotta
like
make-
all of the respectable, like
Legacy
Lady
teams.
Cheaters back
Yeah.
in the day. Like all the notable teams that are blue bloods and that are here to stay, they got multiple.
Yep.
We need multiple.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, we need multiple. And it ain't gonna be easy. I know Redemption shit.
They loading up.
I already know. I know.
Loading up.
You know what I mean? But you know, the team that met us in the championship loading up, Task Force, coach really well from the Edowanda's coach and whatnot. So, you know, we ready to.
So is there one of my last questions, is there a matchup, you know, be it, you know, the team or specific player that you enjoy, you know, you look forward to that kind of, you know, is going to bring the best out of you coach wise and your team?
Oh, coach wise, just unquestionably Redemption. Keon is one of the coaches that you better know what you're doing, or you're not gonna win that game.
For sure.
Don't always need all the talent neither. It's another thing. A lot of teams got the talent, don't know how to coach it.
Yep.
Keon take 2 players, and the rest of the players know what to do.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a good coach. Right? That's a
Absolutely.
sign of a coach that can pull from his girls, know where to put everybody, his guys as well. I remember when his guys team won the championship, it was the same thing. It wasn't a whole bunch of NBA guys.
Yeah.
A few years back, it was, you know, good coaching, really good players, and some grit. You know what I mean? So, you know, Keon's teams are always up there. Every other team is just full of talent. I respect their coaches, but they just full of talent, and you can't take nobody lightly. You might look up and you may be facing whoever. Like, it may be a player over there that you really gotta line it up with.
Yeah.
But when Keon had that run with Air Hearn, Essence Carson,
Yeah.
good luck. We came the closest. He gotta give you that. We came the closest to getting them, because everybody else, good luck.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you don't gotta say any names if you don't want to, but is there a coach, team, or player that you enjoy going against? Because you like, we can just put this in the dub column.
I only like going against players. I don't like to single out nobody. Only people that talk shit about us. For whatever reason,
Gotcha.
we are. I don't want to sound like we hate it. We be getting mad hate, and we don't do nothing but show love. You know, we be showing love, but I get why. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get why. But I love shutting them players up and the coaches up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
it be certain teams where people don't want to play for that coach, they want to play for us. And we tell them no, and then it's a vendetta like, oh, y'all not this anyway. Yeah, like, I was like, you know, hold on. No smoke. We got too many players. That's all.
For sure.
And I'm a stickler of not taking people's players. Like, I'm on that.
Yeah.
If you leaving your team and you want to be with us, I want to talk to the coach. I want you to talk to them. I want it to be some kind of form of, and it don't happen often because we don't take from nobody. But it has been a couple players that's on my team that I had to like holler at the coach, like, look, I didn't recruit her. I didn't ask her to come join us. We ain't hint at it. She want to be over here with her people.
Yeah.
These are her friends. I've been knowing her forever.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all respect, all love. But anybody talking trash about GAGE, we want them. That's for sure. Other than that, we here for competition. We be in the stand supporting all other teams. You know what I mean? We be going crazy
I've seen
When
it,
it's
though,
when it's a good game, we be in
yeah.
that mug going crazy.
Yep.
We just want to win ours.
Yep.
You know?
That's love, man. That speaks just to the camaraderie in the gym,
Yeah.
the Drew, you know?
Yeah, it's support.
That's love
It
right
ain't
there.
much hate. It's more support than anything,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep.
And then let them know where they can find your clothing line, your social.
Oh yeah, man. You can follow Gage clothing at God and Grind every day, spelled out on Instagram, and Shopify. And then you can follow our basketball journey on Gage Basketball on Instagram. And then I'm Earl Ramsey. You can find me, Earl Ramsey, on Instagram. So,
For sure.
we're around, man.
My man, well, I appreciate you stopping through.
Absolutely. Yes,
Listen.
sir. Go Gage.
Sir.